community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ooh, red, white, and blue. No, 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 no.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
Fighting his way through contact.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets it up past the 35.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hawk, Buffalo, 18. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw now on first down.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The Cardinals at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Duncan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
79 Broncos. Panthers 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, that's the tight end center.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
52 yards.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Daniels looking to throw. That's caught left side by Sinnott.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
To throw is Daniels.
This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Quentin Johnston, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready? 70 Lions, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Now Daniels.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Bronco 80.
Up the middle with Barkley. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
19 Cardinal, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Sinnott, 28 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Muscles by at the 25.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man open, it's Ross. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
We talk about this Washington defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the gun on third down, Duncan. That's caught at the 25. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
You know it.
A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Come on!
Complete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
What?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ah, man, that's rough.
now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Duncan. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Pass held in by Johnston.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. He had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go.
Here's Daniels.
Oh,
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a
Tall
defense
ass
coordinator's
motherfucker.
got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
my motherfucking nigga's head got me.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
60.
They'll run with Barkley.
Oh, what the?
He won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Trap 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Duncan going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
They run over center with Benson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
The Cardinals, first down.
Let's go now.
At the 35-yard line.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready,
On first down, right back to Benson.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
I actually like this.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 9 now. He gets it to Johnston.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Third and 5. Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
It's Barkley on the counter. He's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that's
like I know what he's
incomplete
supposed
when
to
they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
They got open too.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 9. Looking to throw. Duncan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A final shot before break. Duncan looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first
to the right side and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of.
Give me that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Come on. 19, Sergeant, 19.
2nd and 14. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got space past the 25. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Martin Mapu. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Who the fuck was the ball going to?
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man here is Benson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
23-yard line.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Cup 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Trap 60. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun. Duncan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Ringo picks it off. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now 2nd and 9. Daniels looking to throw.
Now nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they sprint...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey Benson
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cardinals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, okay.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
To the air goes Daniels.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, come on.
Intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the Cardinals first down.
19 Lions.
First and 10 at the 37.
Operating from the gun. Duncan. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Touchdown, Cardinals. George Pickens, 36 yards. And the Cards take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
And the Commanders first down. A gain of 15. And the Washington first down.
Now Daniels. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw is Daniels.
What the
And this
fuck?
one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This is taken at about the 14. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on. Chop 60, chop 60. 70 Lions, 60 contract, 60 bucks.
Looking to throw. Duncan. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Duncan. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer. Bronco 8, 18, Rattler. 18, go.
2nd and 15. Oh, he stays up. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Mustang 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the gun on 3rd down. Duncan. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
A nice throw from the 3rd-round pick. It gets him a 1st down.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Can't get that.
And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Okay,
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cougar 19.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Just arguing about Wemby.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Tap to 60. Tap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cut 19. Cut.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On the ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
18.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Now a deep one for Johnston. And now has another interception. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
On the set. 60 boxes.
I give up the middle with Benson. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
That's good for Washington. 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 11. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Cardinals 38, Commanders 26.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Here we go. Start.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Come on, come on. Set.
2nd and 5. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 11.
60 back, 2. 60 Eagles, 6 Buffalo 18. Ready?
Looking to throw. Duncan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Ready?
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Who's the real biscuit?
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they're trying too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Cougar 19.
2nd and 11. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Back to throw. Duncan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
What do you do?
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lions. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get